And I love that you mentioned surrender, because that is a huge, part of my story is like embracing that surrender piece. And a speaker one time, because I was, struggling with that and questioning. I mean, like, yes, I want to surrender this to you, but it's like, how? How do we actually do this? And one of the speakers at this event I was attending said it's offering no resistance. And I think that's so powerful with what you were saying, God will bring you this opportunity, he'll bring this person into your life to, whatever, or, and whatever it is. And it's like, are we offering resistance to what he's calling us to? And that's the ultimate surrenders. Just
Mhm.
go. Just go with what he says.
Huh. And it's so much easier said than done, you know? It's like I want to do it, but I'm afraid, Lord. And so, there's so much I could say about that, but we really do have to live our faith.
Mhm.
That's my work inside when anyone works with me, and I only work with women entrepreneurs looking to get to their first 100K, or those at 6 or multi 6 and want to scale towards 7.
Mhm.
What we always do is we say, um, what are we going to do? Are we going to live what we say we believe, or are we just going to talk about it? Because if we just talk about it, then we're hypocrites. And
Mhm.
boy, that's such a convicting thought for me. And I always want to, I mean, as I teach my clients, I bring myself back to that as well.
Yes. Yes. Oh, so powerful. And so I love that you work with people on such a different, level of like just starting out. And, and one thing I'm learning and right in the middle of, and I've known, just from mentors and things that I've worked with, is that, that first year, or that for, getting to that first six figures or whatever it is like astronomically harder sometimes than the actual scaling part. And I know a lot of that. Do you work with a lot of, I guess, the mindset stuff, and, what's that difference there of those people who are in those beginning stages and they're so excited and they want to build, but it's like so hard and
Ah,
yeah.
I love that. Okay. Now, I will say mindset and strategy. I do both because I
Mhm.
think you need both. I know you need both. If you have
Mhm.
strategy, a lot of times women are like, because we're so smart and we're go getters, just give me the formula. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. But guess what?
Mhm.
When we do it in the wrong mindset, a lot of times it won't work. And then we're scratching our heads. Wait a minute here. She's doing the same thing, but it's not working for me, But is she really? So, in the way of mindset, what you just said about it's so hard. I tell my clients, look, getting to 6 figures is really easy. Like, I don't even have to try and I'll do it. And it's not, oh, well, Judy, you've always been great. Hold on a second. My first year of business as a coach, I made just shy of 200,000. And was I working? Yes. Did I have a whole bunch of experience behind me? Yes. But that's how that's the basis of my joyful 6 figures method, which
Mhm.
is three things. If I could share here, just to get
Yes.
everybody. Okay. So, first thing you have to do is you have to decide what your offer is. And I ascribe to what I call the 111 principle, right? One offer, one best client, one transformation. Focus there in your first year. Get really good at selling this one higher ticket offer, right? And there's only 3 decisions that have to be made in that. And we overthink that. Again, we don't, if we think it's hard, we'll make it hard. If we
Mhm.
realize, ooh, it's not that hard, it's actually simple. Okay, so that's the first step. Second step is what I call joy infused marketing. Again, we don't have to do all the things. If we're living on social 24/7, you're doing it wrong. If you are laboring in marketing and you hate it, you're doing it wrong. Like there's a simple way to do it, right? And then the third thing is uh, ethical selling, where selling is noble. And that's what we think about as we serve, because we can't serve people unless we sell them. So it's all wrapped up in part of the same thing. So, to tell you one last thing, look, we as Christians, as we talked about, we need to walk our talk. So we need to hold our thoughts captive as unto Christ. So when we have thoughts like, this is hard, or I don't know what to do, or I don't know what to say, or this isn't working, those thoughts, the enemy loves when we repeat them to ourselves. Right. But what we do is have to hold them captive. And I take you through what I've devised as my faith fueled thought model, where we identify those thoughts and we don't reframe them, this makes me crazy. We don't reframe a lie. We are aware of the thought, and if it's a lie, we reject it, we throw it out, and we replace it with scripture. So
Yeah.
when we have our eyes pointed on Christ, that is when everything becomes more simple and joy filled as we do it.